Okay, we are covering the last passage in the ACT Enhanced, so passage 7. This is a research passage. How do I know it's research? Because that's the experiment 1 and experiment 2. So we're going to turn on two tools that I think help on the digital testing: answer eliminator and highlighter. So DRC approach, R stands for research and reads. We're just going to quickly examine what's going on. We have an equation, K equals E minus M. E is energy, M is minimum energy, and K is kinetic energy. And they're having light strike a metal plate, and electrons are ejected, and they're measuring all these terms here. We have a figure that says what it looks like. And then we have experiment 1. We have experiment 2. Experiment 1 looks like it's measuring color filters, frequency, E and K. And experiment 2 is measuring intensity and current. So that's it. We're going to quickly get to the questions. Consider the current shown on the ammeter in figure 1. So figure 1, ammeter is 19.8. Based on the results of experiment 2, what was the current, when the current was measured, what was the relative intensity? So the current measured in figure 2, we see 19.8. Relative intensity is 50%. So your answer is B. Number 36. What aspect of the experimental setup was held constant in experiment 2, but not in experiment 1? Okay, so thing that didn't change in experiment 2, with the same setup as experiment 1, except without a filter. So they didn't change the colors. So the color of light was held constant in experiment 2. Number 37, based on figure 1, are the particles ejected from the metal plate? So figure 1 here. Are the particles ejected from the metal plate? I can't highlight that. It's a downside of the digital test. Moving toward the electrode or away from the electrode. So we see that they're ejected. We have these arrows, and they're moving toward the electrode. And are those positively or negatively charged? Well, to remove them from the plate, they had to take an electron, so it would be negatively charged. So B. Based on the equation in the passage, so the equation and the results of experiment 1, what was the value for M, the metal plate used in the setup? Okay, so to get M, K equals E minus M. We're going to change it around algebraically. M equals E minus K. M equals E minus K. So M, E minus K. So we have 2.3 minus 0.1. It's going to be about 2.2. Let's double check it on another one. 2.6 minus 0.4, 2.2. So B. 39, the cutoff frequency. So we have something that's in italics here. So this new information. For a particular metal is the lowest frequency of light at which electrons are ejected from the metal. Based on the results of experiment 1, what was the cutoff frequency? So the lowest frequency of light. So frequency is here. And we don't count these first ones, right? Because they were not, no electrons were ejected. So at 5.2, they're not ejected. At 5.6, they are. So somewhere between 5.2 and 5.6, they're ejected. It's not greater than, because greater would mean it didn't happen at 5.6. So it's between 5.2 and 5.6, so C. Our last one, the relationship between E and the frequency of light is given by this formula, where H is Planck's constant, F is the frequency of light, so we know the frequency. Based on the data for table 1, so that's table 1, which of the following expressions can be used to determine H? Okay, so we have E. Which one are we using? Oh, for green. Here we go, green. That helps. Green. We have the E is 2.31, so we need that somewhere. So we have it looks like the only one that works that has 2.31 in it is C. I don't think the others have it in there. So Is that right? Nope, I'm sorry. We have C and D. So it has to be one of those two. All right, we just need to know, does the E go on top or bottom? Okay, so we're looking for, just algebraically here, we're looking for the value of H. Okay, so we have to divide by the frequency. The frequency should be on the bottom, so that would be D. Right, see the frequency on the bottom and D. So answer is D. Let's quickly review our answers. We have 35 is B, 36 is A, 37 is B, 38 is B, 39 is C, and 40 is D. Reach out if you have questions. Have a good day.